Welcome back to Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. I just noticed that Gary Stu is level 71, which means that we can actually do a special fusion now. But anyway, last time, we explored a bit more that percentage of the 8th floor. But anyway, we explored more of the 8th floor, and if you look closely at the map, you'll notice there's actually nothing left for us to do on the 8th floor. And I think I should mark that spider web that's next to that piston there. So we have to go to the 9th floor, and there are two possible ways we can go there. We also have a new request unlocked at the nurse's office, a few new stroll conversations. There's a few things for us to do, but the first thing that I want to do is to go into the Velvet Room and do this fusion.
Well,
we can make Ongyorki, though. And I can make you out of Alice, Barong, and Sraosha, which means I can pass down Shadowrun. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Ongyorki does get quadruple link, but he doesn't start with it. One thing that people have pointed out is that Ongyorki is in this game, but Suiki, Fuki, and Kinki are not in the game. And they're normally the three that you fuse together to get Ongyorki. But anyway, let's see. I guess we can go with Shura Tensei, and you'll notice that that actually gets rid of one of the question marks. Yeah, Ongyorki learns that eventually. Shadowrunner. I guess I can just go Binding Hands in Pure Reach just as some filler skills. And I need to buy back these personas afterwards. Oh yeah, you might be wondering why I have Sraosha there at all. That's because I actually picked up a worse Sraosha from a battle in the last episode, but I decided to replace it with... I decided to sacrifice it and then buy back the better one I had in the compendium for that fusion, just so I could get Shadowrun. But anyway, how much money do I have? I've got a ton of money. Okay then. So, I need to get the 3 Archangels for this, and they are all of different arcanas. So, no, Gabriel's an Empress. So there's Gabriel. There's Raphael in Lovers. And, yeah, Uriel is in Justice. Paths of Light's not bad. Actually, this might make a pretty solid Navigator persona now that I think about it, because by fusing these 3 Archangels in the triangle spread, we can get Michael of the Judgment Arcana. That's actually really cool art, too. So, I've been giving bios to all of the special fusions, so I might as well do one for Michael. Michael is interesting. He learns a variety of attacking skills and, some Navigator abilities, as well as both physical and magical skills. So he starts out with God's Hand, which is pretty solid. He'll eventually learn Heaven's Blade, which is his exclusive move. Punisher to raise crit rate against enemies with Bind, Mind Charge, Judgment Sword, Ice Amp, and Wind Amp, even though he doesn't naturally learn moves of either of those 2 elements. So, yeah, Michael's pretty customizable, but the main thing here is Victory Cry. Now, Victory Cry has been nerfed since Persona 3. It now only restores HP, not SP, and it's also a Navigator skill, but honestly, that might be a buff, because it means you don't have to waste a slot on one of your attacking personas. So let's see, do I make Michael offensive, or do I go with Navigator? Oh, apparently I can't even pass down Paths of Light anyway, so, well, that's out. I can pass down Impure Reach Mahama on, though. Maraku Unda isn't a bad idea either. And unfortunately, Vorpal Blade's a little bit redundant with Heaven's Blade. I guess I can give him Poison Circle for now. So, we now have Michael, the 4th of the Archangels. And I think that's everything that I want to get right now. Doesn't look like I can really fuse much else, so let's leave here. And I guess we'll do the stroll conversations now. The party is on hold. Well, that's gonna disappoint a lot of people.
Hey, man.
leader.
Yo.
Yes, it's probably a relief. Everyone's really sick of this food. Yeah, that is very, very true.
I see.
No, that would be the exact same issue as the festival food here. Oh, also that'd mean Yukari would be potentially, having to wear a maid outfit every day, and that would be not good for her.
How could it be?
Gary's studio. Yes. We must defeat Kronos to have our party. Don't worry about Ray at all, or Zen. It's just about the party, right?
Hey. For crying out loud.
Let us proceed.
Obviously, this stroll is exclusive to the P3 route. Yeah, we're getting close to the end. And we've got one focusing on the P4 party here.
Huh?
Yes, it is, provided that the girls don't cook. Oh, that line. Learned a lot here. That's kind of sad that you're saying that.
No, man.
Yeah, I was thinking about that scene from P4. I think that was the scene where Teddy just flat out says, "This tastes awful."
Hey now!
Aren't omelets supposed to be boneless, though? I mean, if an omelet has bones in it, I'm pretty sure you're doing it wrong.
What?
Well, tell us the date, and we'll try and be there in 2 years.
Damn it. What the hell?
Oh, that's the worst part.
Let's see.
Yeah, Yosuke probably is.
Woo! Come on. Jeez.
What the hell?
So, Yosuke has a sadistic choice to make. Either braid their cooking, or have to pay for the whole thing himself.
Wait, I said wait! Crap! That was awesome, son. I can't believe this.
Yeah, the P4 party all seem pretty close to each other. And yeah, that is true. The Persona 3 party have never faced each other's shadows or even seen their shadows. The P4 group developed their bonds that way. Whereas the P5 group, they kind of developed their bonds by seeing each other suffering through hardships. So yeah, we've got one stroll focusing on the P3 group, one on the P4 group, and one on Zen. Sadly, no stroll for Ray here. Well, it wasn't really you. But we had some fun times.
Thank you.
Thank you too, Zen. And speaking of Zen, he actually has a request for us. And that kind of ties in with that. Zen's inner conflict. This quest is pretty easy to complete from where we are now.
I apologize for the wait.
Later. Yeah. But I'm counting on you.
Okay, so we need to do a stroll to open up this one. Like I said though, this one's actually pretty simple, although there are two different ways you can complete this quest.
Hey. Okay.
Hmm?
Huh?
We saw one of those at the very start of this game. I don't think this is the same butterfly though.
However,
Don't worry about it.
sorry.
I'm counting on you.
Very well.
So we actually need to
going.
bring Zen for this one.
Yeah.
And since we've upgraded everyone else's personas, there's not really much of a reason not to bring him. Oh, okay, Yukiko hasn't upgraded yet. Why did I forget that last time? Wow, I can't believe I forgot about Yukiko. Well, that's unfortunate. But if I bring her, this party's gonna have way too many magic uses. Doesn't exactly seem like the best setup, although I do have Zen and I could switch you over to being a bit more physical. Okay, this is a weird party. I'm not sure how well this is going to work out, but let's try it anyway. And I'll switch over to Resay for navigation, because I haven't used her for a little bit. Yeah, sadly, the Almighty Badge completely outclasses the Handmade Collar, but I do want to keep using that. It's symbolic. Okay, here's the equipment that I've gone with. And I'm gonna skip over Yukari for now because, yeah, I want to show something kind of interesting. So with personas, I've got you still with Hillel, you don't need one. Mitsuru, okay, Yukiko has Dai for me, Mitsuru has Norn, but... Actually, wait a minute, no. Mitsuru's not gonna have Norn. Mitsuru's gonna have Ishtar. Yeah, that's a better variety of skills. But anyway, I've actually gone with both Risei and Fuka here just because I want to try something. I want to see if Victory Cry will work if I have it on my Labyrinth Navigator. But, Yukari has Hachiman. So, this is going to be a sneak preview of the weaponized stupidity strategy that I was referring to earlier. It's not going to work that well because I don't have a skill card for Power Charge or Dragon Cry. I kind of need those on her for this to really work. But I actually have a Strength Magic Reverse on her, and she's going to have Tornado Boost, which will affect Gale Link. So if I can get Yukari boosted, I should be doing quite a lot of damage with Gale Link. And also Hachiman makes her drain electricity. Now this is going to be very important for the post-game boss that I want to use this for, because it loves spamming electric attacks and Yukari's normally weak to that. Anyway, let's save and head out to the 9th floor. And immediately go down to the 8th floor. These stairs though, really? I guess they are the first stairs on the 9th floor, but still. Don't worry, Zen, I know exactly where it is. It's right in that top corner of the map, and thankfully we have a shortcut so we don't have to brave the Reaper again.
I picked up a signal from the Reaper. Please, be careful.
So, straight through here.
Right.
It's an FOE! Be careful, everybody!
Here it is.
Here we are. There's a spider FOE right where the butterfly is caught. Things don't look good for it.
Phew.
Yeah, all of the webs here are 3 jumps away from the
Oh,
spider.
man.
There's no way to get that thing out without being attacked by it.
Sorry.
So, as I alluded to before, there are actually 2 ways to complete this quest. Either activate the pillar on the 9th floor to block this spider, or just straight up kill the spider. And at this point, I want to save actually killing the FOEs for later on. So in order to reach that area, we're going to need to head up these stairs.
3 enemies, and they're pretty strong. Keep your guard up.
A dice shadow.
That's all we have to say. Well, I guess I could try and demo punishment here.
Please come!
Oh, that's gonna be painful. Not as painful as I thought it would be.
Hello! It dodged! Take this!
Come, I'll finish ya!
Okay, so it's punishment time. Yeah!
Persona!
Yeah! Great ultimate skill! Amazing ultimate skill! I can't believe you developers made an ultimate skill that good!
I'll keep them in my sights until the end.
Why does that even exist? Oh, that is so stupid. Why does it... They just really... See, that's the thing... Oh, well, that's not good. That's the thing with the ultimate skills in this game. They really just make the good characters even better, and the bad characters stay bad. The only real exceptions, and someone's already gone over this in the comments, but the only real... Oh, there's going to be another explosion. That means the kill's going to go down.
Yeah!
No instant death. Okay. So, Mitsuru and possibly even Yukari's gone here.
Easy.
Or it could just miss everyone because agility bind.
There are enemies this dangerous
Okay,
here?
moment of truth. Do we get fully healed? We did not. Okay, Victory Cry doesn't work on your field navigator. And with that, I'm going to head back and switch up to just using one navigator because I got absolutely non-existent experience from that fight.
That's
So
the switch,
before
right?
we take
Why
on
don't
the
we go check
spider,
it out?
I'm actually going to be exploring this part of the 9th floor first, because if the map I prepared earlier is any indication, the way to progress is the other stairs. So I like to take care of this area first.
We should be able to pass through that wall. Can you see it?
Okay, this just took us right back the way we came. And this lets us go here. A lot of shortcuts around here, but not many that we can actually use. I love all the pipes in this area.
Watch out! The Reaper
Oh,
is
no.
getting closer!
Hi, Reaper!
2 enemies!
Also, hi,
They're
double
strong, so
Minotaurs.
look out. Let us have a bullfight.
Okay, then. Never expected to hear Mitsuru saying that. Now, we should be seeing the giant shadow of this labyrinth pretty soon. Suki.
That was quick.
Yeah, wow, you get so much more experience. Unless the dice exploding don't give experience. That's probably the case now that I think about it. Okay, hi there, Reaper. Well, let's at least open a
Doesn't
shortcut
that wall
up.
look kind of strange? Maybe we'll find something.
And hi, Reaper. I do remember this area, though, and, yeah, these stairs right here, they lead to the stairs that we uncovered earlier, so both paths do meet up eventually. While I'm here, I should probably check out that power spot. There might be more power spots in the future.
Watch out! The Reaper is getting closer!
Hi, Reaper. Yeah, not doing this. I think the Reaper being in that room means that you actually do need to access it via the other stairs, so looks like the other way was the way to progress. I think because the map I prepared earlier didn't have the Reaper marked on it, I blame that. I've switched Michael onto Mitsuru now that I know that Victory Cry isn't going to work.
That was a good fight. I hope you'll lead us well again.
My persona got stronger!
Warrior title. Question is, this is a decent skill with a link setup, but it means I have to drop one more link because I really want to absorb a lek. I like having all these different links accessible to me, though, on this persona. Oh, warrior title's decent, though. But I still like having multiple links.
Watch out! The Reaper is getting closer!
Hello, Reaper. Well, at least we can duck through this door. Okay, I think we're approaching the area where I really like to grind, for both the final boss and for post-game.
That light over there! Is that a power spot?
Yeah, I remember the place where I spent most of my time grinding, because I grinded a lot on my first playthrough here. I wanted to get everyone to a pretty high level before the final boss.
Don't let these easy wins lull you into complacency.
And here is our belated final persona upgrade. I can't believe I forgot about her in the last part.
Have I leveled up?
So, Konohana Sakuya becomes...
I evolved with Amaterasu.
So, I'm sure Amaterasu needs no introduction, the Japanese sun goddess, and you'll be very familiar with her if you've played Okami. So, her ultimate skill is Inferno Boost, also Marathidine. But Inferno Boost is basically the exact same as Yukari's Tornado Boost. It multiplies fire attacks by 1.5 times, and it stacks with Fire Boost and Fire Amp. There unfortunately aren't any skill cards for those two, so you need to get them via sub-personas, but I guess Yukiko can do some pretty decent fire damage. Those skills are a lot more effective back in Persona 4,
some sort of activation
where
device up ahead.
magic is actually pretty strong, and Yukiko has an amazing damage output. But anyway, if we flip this switch... this will block the spider on the lower floor.
Let's go.
And that's pretty much the entire reason to come to this part of the dungeon. But like I said, for some reason I've always found myself grinding here in both the post-game and immediately before the final boss. At least that wall's blocked. One of them at least. I can go this way too, but... let's see what's over here. The paths just meet up.
2 enemies! They're strong, so look out!
Let us have a bullfight.
Okay, either one of my instant death skills needs to work here, otherwise the Reaper is going to attack me. Oh yeah, these guys can power charge. They usually don't survive long enough to actually use it though.
Huh? Over so soon? That was quick.
But anyway, let's just get out of here. Just dash for the stairs. I normally don't like running in rooms with the Reaper for obvious reasons, but there I knew I would be able to get to the end, because it was just a straight path. So, now that spider has
Isn't
a
that
giant
FOE
pillar
over
in
there?
front of its
We've gotta
face.
be careful.
I wouldn't expect any less. Let's get going then.
We can go and save this butterfly.
Don't worry about it.
But...
We don't know, but at least it's not guaranteed to die.
However...
yeah, Zen feeling pity for this butterfly is basically a metaphor for how he felt towards Rei and what caused the change in him.
I see.
And also, the butterfly is just like us. The butterfly is a very common recurring image throughout the Persona series, and it's normally a symbol of Philemon, which I don't think Philemon is also trapped here. I think he's a bit too powerful for that, but still, it's his symbol. There's a reason why butterflies circle around save points in Persona 4.
I'm counting on you.
A lot of people are wondering whether he'll actually show up in Persona 6. And we can also fill in a few extra tiles by doing this. Which finally gets rid of the 69 on my map completion for this floor. But yeah, like I said, you can also complete this request by straight up killing the spider FOE. At this point in the game with Debilitate, it's definitely possible.
There are 3 enemies. That was quick.
Okay, level up for Hallel, and that means... Morning Star is crazily expensive, but it's probably better than Mega Dollar on for the time being. Light Wall. I suppose that can help against some enemies. Because, yeah, blocking instant death is probably a little bit more useful than... Because, I mean, the accessories to block instant death in this game are unreliable by default, whereas Light Wall, I think, is guaranteed to block it, making it kind of like Tetraja, which is a skill that I never really used all that much. I think it was in Persona 4, I know, and I think it was in P5 as well. It's more useful in the mainline Shin Megami Tensei games, I find, where blocking Hammer and Mudo will actually deprive the enemy of press turns. And there are some bosses that are kind of designed around you using Tetraja, but not so much in Persona, where Hammer and Mudo are generally unreliable at best. And hi there. Okay, we should be able to get through now. Off this encounter. Come on, can the giant shadow show up at least once? It normally shows up by now.
Let's get fired up.
That spider quest actually oh, great. Another spider room. But that quest with Zen also reminds me of, weirdly enough, my sister, because she's always very, very conflicted whenever she, sees insects caught in spider webs. Because, you know, it is part of the natural cycle of life, but it still is kind of painful to hear. They make these pretty awful screeching noises when they're trapped. Anyway. Okay, there's a gap there.
Ah, it's an FOE!
And there is our spiders for this room. There's one particular web room that I'm really not looking forward to. It has probably, in my opinion, one of the toughest puzzles in the game. They combine these webs with something else from earlier in this dungeon in a really evil way. But here's just another one of those bait out the spider and get to the exit of the rooms. Okay, that should be everything. Right, now let's plan out what to do here. That's a hole, so we don't need to step on that tile. Okay then, so we need to get to here, but that place is 3 jumps away from where the spider currently is, so we need to lure the spider out of the way, but make sure that it isn't 3 jumps away from this tile in its new position. So let's see. Okay, I don't want to go there because that actually is a few jumps away. It's 3 jumps away. I think here is fine. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the spider has gone exactly where we don't want it to go, but at the very least, it is away from its starting point. So now from here, we need to go... Yeah, so by default, anywhere it goes from here is going to be 3 jumps away from where we don't want it to be, so we actually need to lure it at least twice. I think here is fine. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that gets it pretty close. But we need to lure it at least once more. And hi, there you are!
Give me orders, and I'll fight.
Yeah. Give me orders against the Order Giant. So, finally we're seeing the Giant type of Shadow from Persona 3. So the Order Giant, I believe, is weak to ice. So let's just spam some ice attacks on it. And, oh, I guess Mitsuru has ice attacks, and you can just basically trap hit it.
Hello!
Yep, there's the weakness. And it likes to use Bestial Roar as well, which is irritating because it lets it attack before boost.
Here goes.
I remember these things being fairly dangerous, but with a good amount of frost linking, this should hopefully do a bit of damage to it. And yeah, it can also attack after it's used Bestial Roar, because it gets 2 actions per turn, like most of the giant shadows. It's still kind of funny how they're forcibly hunched over, though. You should get a good number of boosts here, though. That won't stop it from going first. Well, I say that, and then that happens.
That one's weak against ice, okay?
Yeah, it has a ton of HP. But I could go for a Morning Star here. And you just go for basic ice attacks. I don't think it's immune to instant death, so I guess I should probably try and use Salome's Kiss too. Oh, Megaton Press, that hurts a lot. And there's an automatic knockdown. At least Zen's still active. I may have to use a Navigator skill next turn. Unless Die For Me kills it. I probably should have led with Salome's Kiss, or even Debilitate.
We clean them all up.
And Die For Me got it. So it's not immune to instant death, and I kind of recommend using that because it has a ton of HP.
Strong, but we won.
Gives a lot of experience for a single enemy, though. Yeah, that one stretch where I often end up doing most of my grinding on earlier playthroughs, that area seems to spawn both giants and hands pretty frequently. So the question here is, we need to make sure that it is more than 3 jumps away from that part that we need to go through. I knew that would take it right back there. Now it's back where it started. Oh no, that was dumb. Okay, it's in the middle now, but it is still 3 jumps away from where we need to go. What about here? 1, 2, 3. Okay then, it's over there, and that means... I actually don't think it can reach here in time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good, we're through. I do like they have the mercy to provide you with easy-to-access shortcuts right after you've gone through one of those puzzles, so you don't have to do the puzzle again afterwards.
This is a wall, right?
And now we're back on the other side of that gondola from before.
Don't let these easy wins lull you into complacency.
So I suppose while we're heading through this area, I could take some time just to touch on, because we're approaching the very end of the game. And we have been dealing with some very heavy themes. Yes, Ray is indeed suffering. The main theme of the game is one that I personally find is just, it's something that I haven't seen done a lot in games, at least not in games like this.
There's a treasure box. I wonder what we'll find inside.
Exploring, like, the idea of how much meaning the life of someone who was terminally ill and died young had.
It's an uncommon enemy. Let's defeat it. Let's take it out, quick.
I suppose I can continue talking while we're fighting these hands. It's a very difficult question and one that doesn't have any obvious answers. The game even acknowledges this. It invites you to kind of come up with your own meaning in the game's last cutscenes. The game itself does lean towards one interpretation, but it doesn't establish that as the one definitive way to think about it. And there is no one way to think about issues like this. But I personally feel that Ray must have enriched someone's life.
2 enemies left!
The battle has only begun!
And that was bad. At least it's still bound.
Fix my power!
But not only that, even,
The enemy is eliminated.
Wait.
This victory was built on our past experience.
That hand didn't just die to Hummer, did it? I've never seen that happen before.
Oh, cool!
I always assumed they were immune to that. Sorry that I'm getting distracted from that, but I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. But yes, Ray has definitely changed Zen. She's had a big impact on not just Zen's, but on all of our lives too. That's where I feel this all ties into the game's main theme. The actual song, Maze of Life. It's about how the different chance encounters and experiences we have in our lives, how they enrich us, and how they change us.
Let's
as
go
people.
take a look.
One's life is not
I
one's
found the
own,
stairs.
something Akihiko was generally saying before, and that definitely does sum things up. I know it does play into the very typical JRPG and Persona theme of friendship is awesome, but honestly, I don't think it's a bad message, and I think the Persona series does do a really good job of conveying
Stay
that
on your
message.
guard.
Oh, if I'm remembering right, this one room has a single tile that's very, very annoying to actually explore. No thanks to that guy. Oh, and if I'm remembering right,
Mrs. Oikenai Dolan.
this is that one terrible, terrible room. I might actually leave completing this room for next time, because this room, I'm pretty sure, if this is the one that I'm thinking about, this is a very, very brutal room. Yes, it is exactly the room I'm thinking about. This room combines the timed walking puzzles with webs and the spider FOE. We need to find a way to lure the spider so that there's 3 jumps away from where we need, more than 3 jumps away from where we need to go, while also getting to the door within the right number of steps. This room is absolutely evil, and in my opinion, it is one of the toughest puzzles in the entire game. So I think I'll be leaving doing this puzzle until next time. We do have to turn in that request after all.
That's a switch, right? Why don't we go check it out?
Yes, it is. And it's a switch that is right in the middle of a bunch
There's
of
an
webs.
activation device here. Should we see what it
We
does?
also have a gate here, so we can't even go through it yet.
There are 3 enemies. Good luck. Let's go, Mitsuru-senpai.
Absolutely.
What? What?
I will say as well that one aspect of Ray's story that's always, well not always, but thinking about it now, it's resonated with me a little bit. When she talks about how she isn't afraid to die, but what she is afraid of is that her life didn't have meaning.
Ooh, we're strong.
Of course, everyone has very different ideas of this, again, so this is entirely my own personal view, but I've always felt that the thought of dying when you still have things left to do in life is really the main source of the fear of death. There's actually a weirdly
Look,
enough,
there's a
Warhammer
switch over
40k quote that I feel is particularly appropriate. I think that says something about that the fear of death is to die with our work incomplete. Anyway, to stop depressing you, there's a switch over there. But yeah, I feel like it's important to talk about this game's main themes now, because we're getting towards the end, and all of that is starting to come to a head.
Watch
There
out,
is
the
one
Reaper
other
is getting
central
closer.
theme that I feel this game has, though, but I think I'll go into that during the final boss battle.
There's a mechanism in that wall up ahead.
And in fact, it actually
Can you tell?
plays into Arcana symbolism as well.
We should be
With
able
that,
to
we've
pass
opened up
through
a
that
shortcut
wall.
to the very
Can you
start of
see
the
it?
floor. Yeah, we've come all this way. We're still not quite done, though. Okay, let's see what's through here. I actually feel like this entire area is optional. Mostly exists for a couple of chess and floor completion. Soma is definitely worth going for, though. And we're gonna have to go Bacane more. Where exactly is this gonna take us? I have no idea. All the way up. Actually, right where we came into this room. Okay, that's a floor tile covered. Yeah, getting through the Reaper there is always, has always been one of the trickiest parts of exploring this floor. Those tiles there, if there's any map that has what TV tropes would like to call last lousy point, it's this one. Those tiles, getting through them is a serious, serious pain. Yeah, we'll be able to cover that tile, but I'd rather go through here. And all that for a dead end, but hey, at least it's extra completion percentage. Well, they are the final boss after all. I think that one line, like Junpei saying the word dick, is actually mentioned on this game's age rating page from ESRB. Pretty sure we've got a pretty good map at this point. Yeah, I think... okay then.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Gary still wants to shoulder him aside from you two. But anyway, we've got one more tile we need to cover here, which is the tile that on the map that I prepared earlier, that I may have shown earlier in videos, that is one tile that I actually missed. So, yeah. I think it's because the 100% map completion chest for this area, I don't remember being all that worth it. So... yeah, didn't really see it as very much worth it to bother to cover this tile. But hey, that tile is covered now, and I think that is everywhere we can go that is not that room. I really, really don't like that room. I really, really, really don't like that room. That puzzle there is just absolutely evil, and there's nowhere else we can go apart from that room. Okay then, I think with that... that might be all we'll do for now. So, next time I want to start that path by covering that puzzle, because that puzzle pretty much deserves a part all to itself, it's that bad. While we're here though, let's turn in that request before I forget. And did we just level up to level 72? If we didn't, we probably will from this.
Please wait a moment.
And this was actually Yu's request, not,
I apologize.
Zen.
Later.
Something that I'll point out, having played both routes, the other protagonist's dialogue is generally pretty generic in these requests. I'm guessing the P3 protagonist will say the exact same stuff if you're on the P4 route,
Let's do our best.
that Yu is saying right now, which is kind of a shame, because they're both very different characters overall. Yes, we are at level 72. So, that means that we can fuse Odin legitimately now. But I think, and I hope I'm not wrong about this, is Vishnu level 72? I guess we'll find out. Yep, Vishnu is, but also Loki. So, I've always liked Vishnu in this game because he gives a good amount of HP and SP, and kind of learns decent skills of both physical and magical elements. Ishtar, Hallel, Vasuki. Don't really want to give up Hallel, though. Shadowrun's not bad. I feel like you learn that naturally later on, though. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll register Hallel and some of my other personas. Then I'll sell my inventory stuff and get some more money, because I'm definitely going to have to buy back Hallel. It'd be weird that we're bookending this episode with Velvet Room sessions, but I really want Vishnu. Unfortunately, the Infinity Fusion skill doesn't exist in this game. Okay, I want Shadowrun. I probably want Summer Rakam as well. I could go for a Binding Hands in a Circle, or a Link, which is honestly probably better on you than it is on Hallel. And there is Vishnu. So, what can we do to get Loki? Seth, Ongyorki, Harasi. Not bad. Three of them are all personas that I haven't really used, although unfortunately Ongyorki's pretty decent on his own. But Loki being full Arcana, and yeah, by the way, this is Loki's new design that was introduced starting with Persona 4 Golden. He used his P3 design in Persona 4 Vanilla. But let's see, Loki's kind of more of a magic-based persona than a physical one. I feel like Impure Reach makes perfect sense for Loki. Oh yeah, and he learns Niflheim in this game. Skadi normally gets that, but Loki gets it in this one. A severe ice attack to one enemy, which costs a huge amount of SP if I'm remembering right. Myriad Arrows, so I might want to go for Shadowrun actually, and then maybe Impure Reach Mudo on. And how about Maraku Unda? Kind of fits for Loki to be using debuffs. And I think that's everyone. Yeah, we can get Odin, but I already got Odin via a fusion accident. 2 combinations that involve Loki, though. If there was a way that I could make Odin out of Hachiman, though, because I think Odin naturally learns Wind Boost as well, or Wind Amp. Anyway, definitely grabbing Hallel back out of the Compendium. I'm not even sure I want to get Ongyorki out of the Compendium, because now I have Shadowrun on Vishnu. And on Loki, actually. And I think that's all I'll do in the Velvet Room for now. We're actually pretty close to 90% completed the Compendium, which is pretty impressive considering we haven't even beat the game yet. So, next time we will take on the Spiders' Room of Ultimate Doom. See you all then.